Good morning, children. Today we will discuss a very important topic, that is Ohm's law. In the last classes, we have discussed about two important physical quantities. The two important physical quantities are electric current and potential difference. So far, electric current is concerned, we have defined it, the rate of flow of charge through a cross section of conductor in a unit time is called current. So I is equal to Q by T, that expression we have derived, and then we have discussed the another important quantity, that is potential or potential difference. These two terms we have discussed in the last class, and as we know, V is equal to, or potential is the uh, work done per unit charge, that is W by Q. That expression also we have derived. Now Ohm's law established a relationship between these two quantities, between electric current and potential difference. You all open page 203, Ohm's law. I am reading this topic and concentrate on both. Is there a relationship between potential difference across a conductor and the current through it? Let us explore with an activity. So, activity 12.1. Set up a circuit as shown in figure 12.2. So, look at the diagram. Here in diagram, XY is a nichrome wire, and we have connected a voltmeter across it in parallel. Then a ammeter is connected in the circuit in series. There is a switch or key, and initially we have taken one cell. So first you have to connect one cell in the circuit, and nichrome is an alloy, and it is a mixture of nickel, chromium, manganese and iron. Four metals are there in this alloy, nichrome. So we have taken a nichrome wire, and to measure the potential difference across it, a voltmeter is connected. How much current is flowing through a circuit? For that we have connected a ammeter in series, and there is a switch. And initially we have taken one cell in the circuit. So as you plug the key, current flows through the circuit, and you have to note down the ammeter reading and voltmeter reading. Then switch off or remove the key and connect the second cell, and again take the voltmeter reading and ammeter reading by switch on the circuit. So in this way you have to take 3-4 readings by increasing the number of cells. For 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, like this. And you have to note down the voltmeter reading and ammeter reading. So voltmeter, as you know, measures the potential difference across the circuit and ammeter measures the current. And if you plot a graph between these two things by taking electric current on x-axis and potential difference on y-axis, you will find that the graph will be a straight line as shown in figure 12.3 on page 204. So the straight line nature of graph indicates that these two quantities are proportional to each other. Proportional to each other means if you increase one quantity, another quantity will be also increased in the same ratio. It means if we increase the potential difference, suppose first we have taken a cell of 1.5 volt, and that time suppose current is 0.1 ampere. If you connect another cell of 1.5 volt, it means now total potential difference is 3 volt. you will find that current will also increase. This time it will be 0.2. So in this way, you will find that this ratio, V by I ratio, is always constant. So from this experiment, Holmes conclude that George Simon Ohm was a scientist and he established a relation between these two physical quantities, and then he draw a conclusion that at constant temperature the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to potential difference across its ends. So let us write Ohm's law. Right at constant temperature, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to potential difference across its ends. So this is the statement. Now we will write a mathematical expression for it. You can write, let I be the current flowing through conductor. Conductor means metallic wire. You can write metallic wire. And V be the potential difference. I am writing P dot D dot for potential difference across it. Then from Ohm's law, we can write V is proportional to I, or we can write V by I is equal to a constant. This ratio is always constant. If you increase the potential difference, current will also increase in same ratio. And it is quite natural. If you think, if you connect one cell, the current will be less. If you connect another cell, it means now two cells are in the circuit, current will also increase in same ratio. If you increase one more cell, now three cells, then current will also increase. So they are directly proportional to each other. So the ratio of potential difference and current is a constant quantity, and this constant we are writing, suppose this constant is R, or we can write V by is equal to R, or V is equal to IR. where R is a constant,